I was thinking back to my junior high days when I wasn't necessarily the most popular guy in the room. Didn't really have a lot of friends. Probably could count them on one hand. And just kind of some of my life experiences, especially being in junior high, I started bowling back around that time, and I predominantly bowled around or bowled with white people, but I played like Little League and everything else, and that was predominantly around black people. And I remember my bowling team had qualified for, I think it was back in 93. I want to say it was 1993. We qualified for the New York State tournament. And I remember it was like the day that the tournament was, it was the same day as opening day for Little League. And I remember how when I told I told all my teammates, hey, I won't be here for the first day. And they gave me a bunch of shit. Oh, you go on, do this white boy sport, this and that. And they acted like, I turned my back on them. And it bothered me, and I remember I went back and forth and I debated on whether or not I should go. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I felt like it was a once in a lifetime situation. And I wanted to take advantage of it. And I remember just, all the negative comments. And so I thought about it, as the 36-year-old man that I am today, about that situation. And how sometimes in life, black people will treat you the worst and still expect you to be the most loyal person on the face of the planet. They don't want to encourage your hopes, dreams, and aspirations. They want to discourage you. And if you don't let them discourage you, then all of a sudden now you're the bad guy. You're the sellout. You're the coon, you're whatever. And so as I sit here and I think to myself, and being thankful that I had enough intestinal fortitude to not cave into the pressure, I am just grateful that I had the opportunity to get that experience, and now I have those memories. Because I tell you what, I don't have many memories for playing Little League, because back then it was all political. So it's not like I won awards. It's not like I made all-star teams. And it wasn't because I sucked. It was just because of who I was. The fact that I wasn't the most popular person. And I played smart. I didn't hit swing for the fences. I swung to get on base, steal bases, and get runs, manufacture runs. Even though I'm such a fat person, I was so good at what I did, I batted leadoff 2 years in a row. My last 2 years of Little League, I batted leadoff because of how good I was at getting on base. So apparently I didn't suck too bad. It's just that, everybody loves the home run ball. But back to my point, why is it that black people feel like they can treat you like shit? And if you decide that you no longer want to deal with it or deal with them because of it, somehow that makes you the weaker person. Somehow that makes you the bad guy or the bad girl. It's like if you, like, the funny thing about it is that when black men typically say, not typically, but I've heard it said a lot, that typically they get tired of black women's shit, which is why they mainly date non-black women. Not necessarily white women, but just non-black women in general. And they'll go around and say, you got self-hate, you're not strong enough, all this shit. But when they go date a white man, because they're tired of dealing with black men shit, those same names that are being called aren't applicable. Now I wonder why. Excuse me. I guess they're not strong enough to deal with a strong black man. This is, you know, how stupid that shit goes. But I always found it funny that black folks will shit on your dreams, make you get so depressed to the point of suicide, and you survive it all, and you thrive, and they act like you owe them. They act like you need to be loyal to them no matter what they do to you. And that's a shame, because I don't think any other race or any other ethnic group would ever force themselves to be around people, even if it was their own kind, if they weren't being treated right. Yet in the black community, if you believe that another black person, a fellow black person, is treating you incorrectly, and you choose not to be violent with them, not to call them names or anything of that nature, but you just decide you're going to move on in life and not deal with them anymore, somehow now you're the weak person. That's a damn shame.